Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with the new video, y'all. It's Friday. Y'all know what time it is. It is Flashback Friday, and it is all about the queen of hip-hop soul, Mary J. Blige, my favorite artist of all time, as y'all know by now. And as y'all can see, I came in with the Nas and the Mary classic, Love Is All We Need, from her classic that is turning 20 on Saturday, the Share My World album. Now, the Share My World album is actually my third favorite Mary J. Blige album after the My Life album, which is My Heart, and the Mary album. And I just love this album, for real, for real. It is definitely a classic with Mary. I can say that I remember 20 years ago when me and my mom heard Love Is All We Need, and we heard it for the first time, and we was like, oh snap, like Mary has done it again. And we actually heard it on Flex, and I think it was on actually a Friday night, and I think we had on Hot 97 for some reason, and we were just playing it, and we was like, yo, Mary's coming back with some fire. And you know, by now, you know what I'm saying? We've been playing the My Life album for about 2.5 years now, because we played that album out. Like I said in my video that I did for Mary, I think we have brought that album maybe over 40, 50 times. And I lied to you not, for real, for real. So this is, you know, early 1997 is, you know, the My Life album came out in 1994. We have been playing it beginning to end all day long, you know. We were still rocking the Mary, even though Mary was on, you know, remixes and things like that. We were still singing I Want to Be Happy. We were still singing that. We were singing, you gotta believe in me. We were still singing them joints, for real, for real. But by this time, we also knew that Mary and Puff's music relationship wasn't there anymore. She left him because she felt, you know, some kind of way of him doing Faith and doing all this kind of stuff. So Mary kind of left, you know what I mean? So we all knew she wasn't working with Puff anymore. So me and my mom as fans, we like, well, what is she gonna do? How is she gonna work this? You know what I mean? Puff has kind of been the backbone to Mary's career. Where is she gonna go from here? So we heard that she was rocking with the Track Masters, and we was like, oh, okay, well, you know, okay, cool. So when we heard Love Is All We Need, we was like, okay, Mary, you doing all right. You know, we know Puff didn't produce this, but we like it. It's dope. So then we finding out more things. We find out that Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis is producing on the album. We heard Babyface is also producing on the album. So we was like, well, damn, Mary, you go from Puff and Chucky Thompson to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis and Babyface. We was like, oh, okay, Mary is about to do the damn thing. So we heard that the album was coming out around April. So, you know, we went back to playing the My Life album after we heard Love Is All We Need. We was like, okay, we know she's coming with a new album, and this is like January 1997. So in like the beginning of, I could say, it was either the end of March of 97, the beginning of April, because the buzz and the promo of the album was really coming. So by now, the second single was about to drop. So, you know, one day me and my mom were just riding in the car, and we was listening to Kiss FM, and I never forget Bugsy from 97 Kiss was on there, and he was like, new joint from Mary J. Blige. And when he played it, me and mom was like, oh shit. And we heard it, and it went a little something like this. I can love you better than she can. I can love you. So we was like, oh shit, like we going crazy. And we was like, yo, Mary is not playing. We first like, you know, Love Is All We Need. So we like, okay, we liking that. And then we heard this. So we steady rocking to it, you know what I'm saying? We like, right now, Mary could do no wrong. You know what I mean? We was just like, look, man, she dropping these bangers and Puff ain't produced this. Like, this is dope. And then we heard this, and we was like, oh, snap. We was like, what? And we went crazy, and we heard this part right here. Here we go. I love with you since the days of Juicy. Now I watch you play Columbo, Picasso. Hey, till you cancel the problem. Who you loving, who you wanna be hugging. Reading on in the 100 with Tanisha and Rhonda. What? We was like, oh shit. We was like, yo, Mary is not playing. She got Kim on the joint. We was like, yo, this joint is crazy. So, you know, my mom, since, you know, she raised me and trying to get me on these samples, I was like, Mom, we heard this song before. I was like, yo, where did we hear this before? And then my mom stopped to think, and she was like, wait a minute. We heard this off of, it's a Little Kim song. But we was like, we heard this before. Like, where did we hear this beat from? And after that, we like still hyped about, you know, I Can Love You, because we think the joint is fire. And then we just go home and we had the hardcore CD. And we was like, yo, we let it play. And then it got to this. And we was like, this is where Mary took it from. And we heard this. Here we go.
Which bins the crop? The mafia, you wanna be him? Most of y'all niggas can't eat without the deal.
I'm rich, I'ma stay that bitch. Hey, dun, 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 dun. So we was like, oh, so you know what we thought when we heard it? We was like, okay, Mary trying to let Puff know that she's that bitch. You can try to make all these other clones, but Mary trying to say, I'm that bitch. And this is what Little Kim is saying on this song. She's like, I'm the queen bitch. I'm that bitch. And I'm thinking, me and Mom like, ooh, she trying to say, okay, I'm going to use that sample, but I'm going to let Puff know I'm the queen bitch. You can try to make other girls like me, but I'm that bitch. And we was like, oh, Lord, like Mary really coming with it. But my mom was like, yo, Lil' Kim did body that verse. You know what I'm saying? So we like hyped about it. We just crazy. So I think once we got home, and like I said, this is the time the promo was really starting for Mary for the album. And we saw that the album was coming out April the 22nd. So when we heard it, my mom was like, oh, you know, I'm going to cop it. I'm going to get it on April 22nd. We're going to get this Mary album. We're going to be blasting it, blah, 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 blah. So fast forward to April 22nd. Mind you, it's on a Tuesday. And I remember my mom, I was like, Mom, it's April 22nd. We got to get Mary new album. She was like, all right, cool. I'm going to get it on Friday. We're going to have it, all that good stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I can wait 3 more days. You know what I mean? It's all good because I know we Mary fans, so we going to cop it. So something happened, and my mom forgot to get the album. I'm sorry, y'all. She forgot to get the album. And I was like, and I wasn't thinking about it either. And it was the weekend and I forgot all about it. So I remember that Saturday we went to go visit my father's mother in Brooklyn. And anytime we go to Brooklyn, we like to shop. We like to shop for our clothes. We like to do all that. So, you know, we are on Pickett Avenue just shopping. I think my mom was getting me some sneakers or something like that. And we was walking by. And this dude was like, yo, I got the new Mary, Share My World. I said, all right, Mom, you forgot to get this album on Friday. Get this right now. I was like, I don't care if it's bootleg. We need this Mary album right now. We need it. So my mom was like, all right, cool. I'm going to get it. Even though we're going to buy the, you know, we're going to go to, I think she was like, we're going to go to Sam Goody and buy it. And she was like, all right, well, we'll get it bootleg. We'll go upstairs and listen to it. So we get up in my grandma's house, you know, I'm like, my mind is somewhere else because I'm like, I want him to hear this Mary CD. My mom was like, I'm tired. You know, I'm a little tired, so I'm going to go to bed. I was like, screw that. I was like, give me that cassette. I went in my grandma's room, got some of her headphones, and put on that album. And let me tell you something. It was over. Like, I just put my headphones on and I entered Mary's world. And I could say after an hour and some change, listening to that album, I said, oh shit, Mary has done it again. Like, I was like, yo, and this album was done without Puff. I was like, this is crazy. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait till Mom get up so we can listen to it again. Like, I think I listened to it twice before my mom got up. And when she got up, she tried to find me, and I was still in my grandma's room rocking to the Mary album because she was asleep. So I was sitting there rocking to it, and she was like, you couldn't help yourself. And I'm looking at her like, you really think I was going to wait on you? You say you going to sleep. I want to listen to the album. You know what I'm saying? So after that, it was just like Mom listened to it, and we was just like, yo, that's what's up. Mary did it again. She still gave us that hip hop soul, but again, it was a little bit more mainstream acceptable. So with all that being said and giving y'all a little back history of when we got the album, I want to give y'all my top 7 songs from the Share My World album and give y'all a little bit of my story behind each of them. And let's get down, because y'all know 7 is my favorite number. That's why I do countdowns with 7, because I love the number 7. I don't know why, I don't ask me. But anyway, so let's get this started. Starting with number 7, by this time, we knew that every album Mary did a remake of a soul classic, period. Like with What's the 411, she did Sweet Thing. For the My Life album, she did I'm Going Down. So for Share My World, Mary picked a Natalie Cole classic. And to this day, when everybody asks, what is your favorite Mary remake? I say this one. This one is my favorite. Our Love. I think Mary did her thing. She made it her own. And that's what I really, really enjoy about it. You feel the emotion behind it. That's why we love Mary anyway, because we love her for her emotion and her soul. And this song, she gave it to me, and I like it. I like it more than Sweet Thing. I like it more than I'm Going Down. I like it more than I'm in Love. I like it. I just like it. I like it. I just like the feeling of it. It was just great. And since you know you two want to act stupid, I'm gonna play my favorite parts of the record. And here coming in number 7 is Our Love, and it goes a little something like this. Here's part 1 of my favorite part, and here we go. Let me get to the right part, y'all. I want to try to be like, what part is he playing? But here we go. Back up. I could go in for days on that joint. So that is my first part, but I really love the part where Mary kind of really breaks it down at the end, and she really is like, this is the Mary that we love. She just singing, and the ad-libs are there, and I just love it. And this part right here. Here we go. Come on. Just a little, because love is soft, love is sweet, love is nice, love is gentle, love is joy, love is pain, love will like it in the rain. I got love on my mind, love is always right on time, loving you, loving me, love is just a little baby. I got love on my mind, love is always right on time, loving you, loving me. Come on, love is gonna set me free. Yeah, I love. Woo! Come on, Mary, break it down at the end. Oh God, yo, I just love it. Like right then and there, Mary makes the song her own, and that's what I really love about it. Like Mary can make a remake, and after a while, you forget who did the first version. For real, that's just for me. You know what I mean? So I think she killed that. So that's why at number 7, Our Love is my favorite, one of my favorites off the album. Coming in at number 6, this song is really personal for me and my mom. We loved the song when we first heard it. But in 2005, this song kind of took on a different meaning because my pops died in 2005. And I remember, you know, after, you know, dealing with everything and getting the services right and all that kind of stuff, we went home. and my pops was actually the last one to be in the house. You know what I mean? So when we walked in the house, it was very eerie. It was just like, oh, you could still feel his presence there and everything. So, you know, we were just sitting there, just reflecting and things like that. And my mom was like, yo, this song is on my mind and we need to play it. And I was like, well, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Music is always kind of a therapy for us. So, you know, my mom was like, I'm going to play this song because it's definitely on my mind. So she threw this song on and we cried together because it really brought out the emotions of how we felt. And we was really, really missing my pops. And we know that Mary is the type that can bring out the emotions with us, especially with the My Life album. But this song here took on a whole different meaning for real, for real. And we loved it. And here is Missing You. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go.
I'm missing you like crazy. Body and soul is aching.
Now I'm out of control, missing you so. I'm missing you, missing you. Oh, I'm missing you. Woo! So when we listened to that song, like I said, me and Moms, we cried together. And, you know, that song, like I said, we loved it, but it just took on a whole nother meaning because, you know, we was really missing my pops, and it was just like his presence was felt, and it was like we couldn't really talk to him. And that song was kind of like a little bit of a healing for me and Mom. So now, like every time I listen to this song, I think about, you know, how this song really helped me and my mom kind of, you know, not get over, because we'll never get over it, but it was kind of like a little, you know, moment where me and her was able to just me and her and just get out the emotions of us missing him. And, you know, I really want to thank Mary for that song. And I also want to thank Babyface for writing it and producing it because, you know, it really helped me and my mom through some stressful times for real. So that's why I had to make that song. It's one of my favorites, coming in at number 6. Now, coming in at number 5 is one of my favorite Mary J. joints to sing along with my moms, because we love singing Mary's joint, especially when it gets to the bridge. My mom takes the first part, I take the second part, and we just love singing Mary's joint. But this song here, when every time me and her kind of sings it together, it takes me back to 97 when we ran this album for 6 months straight. We played it every day, and, you know, we used to ride around, and every time this song used to come on, me and her just used to sing it loud. And my grandma would be in the car and she'd be like, oh my God, y'all getting me so sick. Why y'all gotta sing this so loud? And my mom be like, so what? We love it. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, we still do that. You know what I mean? And my grandma looked at us, be like, oh my God, really, y'all, for real? But coming in at number 5 is Round and Round. And here we go. Hope y'all loving the countdown so far. But oh yeah, here, back up. There we go. All right.
All this time I waited, now my love is faded. Please tell me why it's gone, so my life can go. Round and round I go.
Oh, where I stop, you will never know that I'm going round and round I go. Where I stop, you will never know. Woo! And it's crazy because I would do the ad-libs and my mom would do the chorus. So that was kind of what we do, and we would just loud with it. And my grandma would get sick of it. So that's definitely, I had to make that a favorite of mine. And then to find out that DJ Premier produced the record and Jay-Z helped co-write the record. So that was dope. You know what I mean? Just to know Mary had that, again, that hip-hop vibe on there that we love her for. You know what I'm saying? So again, favorite of mine. Coming in number 5 is Round and Round, because this is a song that me and Mom can sing loud and we don't care how we sound, okay? But that's cool. So coming in at number 4 is a Mary inspirational song. Now we know Mary speaks for us, for our emotions, her honesty, but on albums she also gives us the uplifting songs. So, you know, she did it basically with the whole My Life album, because Mary was going through the storm. She was going through it, but she still ended up giving us inspirational songs like Be Happy and My Life. And I think a song for me, and it's actually my favorite Mary J. Blige song of all time, Never Want to Live Without You. And I feel like, to me, that was inspirational to me because it helped me through a lot of things. And that song, I felt like Mary was talking to God, in my opinion. Never Want to Live Without You, I feel like she was talking to God. And that song really, really helped me. So on this album, I was like, what song is Mary going to give us that's really inspirational? And, you know, she definitely gave it with Keep Your Head. And this song is just, you listen to this song and it just gives you that empowerment that you need, for real, for real. And I hope with Mary going through right now, she can listen to this song and listen to the song that she's written to inspire us to also inspire her. So like I said, coming in number 4 is Keep Your Head. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, there you go.
To the sky, keep it up, keep it up. I don't need to tell you why. I sometimes get worried, and I wonder why I worry. I know that I would make it through the storm. I'm trying not to lose my cool, but in this world I do. The only person that's gonna miss out on it living is me. And I got a key to the sky. Keep your head to the sky.
I don't need to tell you why. Woo! Song is so inspiring, yo. Like, to this day, I can just listen to that song and it just gives me so much encouragement. Mary is telling us, keep your head to the sky. I don't even need to tell you why. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some hard times, but you got to keep your head up. You got to keep it moving. And in my opinion, Mary's favorite song is Keep On Moving by Soul to Soul. And I felt like this was a take of that record, because she said in an interview, I never forget, when she did the Ladies Night interview with Saul from Salt and Pepper, Missy, and Foxy Brown. And she said that 2 songs used to really give her inspiration during her times when she was in Slow Bomb. And it was Optimistic by The Sounds of Blackness and Keep On Moving by Soul to Soul. And I felt like that was her take on both of those songs. And it's so inspirational. Like I said, I can throw that on now when it feels so good. Like y'all saw me just vibing with it. It's just like you get into that you try to find that positivity, and I think that song is really, really, really get you there. So, you know, I really, really love that song, and it's a favorite of mine. And I really like, you know, she gave you a little snippet when she did the tour. She gave you a little snippet, and I have to say RIP to Dustin, because he was the guy that sung on it, and I love how he did it on the tour. And I'm gonna put it in the more info box so y'all can just hear that version, because he killed it. But like I said, RIP to him. And coming in at number 4 is Keep Your Head. All right, I'm loving this, y'all. Come on. You gotta be feeling me, for real. But coming in at number 3 is a song that I love, because call me corny, call me like JR, you bugging, but I love this song because she talked about the days of the week. Call me weird, but it's just, I liked it. And I'm 11 years old. I wasn't even 11 when the album came out yet. So that moved me. And then like Anita Baker, when her Same Old Love, 365 days of the year, I liked that. Like, I was just weird like that. But when I got to college, I really, really understood this record for what it really was, for real. Because I was going through a situation like that, and Mary always spoke for my situations that I was going through. It's like, damn, Mary, how the hell do you know? You know what I'm saying? Every album she's come out with, she always knew what I was feeling at that moment and what I needed to say and how I needed to vent. And with this, it was like this song really spoke to me while I was in college, because again, I was going through this situation. And yo, when I tell you, when Mary said, I gotta make a choice, I was like, yo, Mary screaming at me. She like, June, you gotta make a choice. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move on, and you can't deal with the bullshit. You know what I mean? Because obviously this person is not, loving you and loving you for who loving you for who you are and want to be with you and all this kind of mess. And you trying to wonder if you friends or you not and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, the song coming in at number 3 is 7 Days. And this is the part that I love that Mary says on this record that speaks for me. And it goes a little something like this. Ooh, it's that second verse, y'all. That second verse. Here we go. Where's it at? Okay.
I never thought we would be together. How can I address you? Hey, number, hi, friend. How you doing? Where you been? I gotta make a choice.
Oh, Monday, a friend of mine. Tuesday, we played a game. Wednesday, you went away. Thursday, things weren't the same. On Friday, you came back. I wanted to kiss you on Saturday, but Sunday we made love. Now what are we gonna do? Woo! That song, y'all, spoke to me a lot during my last 2 years of college. Oh my God, I used to play that song. And then when Mary brought out the remix and she put this verse in, I was like, yo, Mary, you know what to say when I need you to say it. And I love it. And I got to give y'all a taste of that. And here we go. It goes a little something like this. Your ass is ready when you're not, 'cause if you play me out, I'll blow up your spot. And I don't care where you are or what you say or what you do. And I don't care who you're with. It could be a bitch or even your crew. Oh, yeah, yeah. I never thought that I would have to step to you about the way we move, 'cause this conversation is due. Let people know if we're together. I refuse to be your fool. Trust me, the last thing you want to do is make me lose my cool. Oh, Monday. Woo! Y'all, oh my God. I still go back to 2008 where I'm still feeling that, yo. Like, yo, I used to just be in my dorm room just saying that to the top of my lungs, because I'm like, Mary, you get it, girl. You get what I'm trying to say right now. Like, oh my God. So definitely y'all see the emotion still come out. You see that, right? But for real, I just love that song. And I just posted it on my Instagram maybe 2 days ago. And I said, when Mary screams at you, I gotta make a choice. Like, she goes in on that part, and it was like, Mary, thank you. And I made that choice, and I moved on. You know what I mean? But 7 Days is so dope, and it's amazing. And that's why coming in number 3, 7 Days had to be on this countdown, for real. So, woo, the emotion's still there, y'all. I didn't even believe it. Got me all sweating and all that. But coming in at number 2 is a song that it really explains the whole album. Basically stepping into Mary's world. I love singing it anytime, like when I'm in the shower, for real. I know it's too much TMI, but we family, we cool. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I just love getting in the shower and saying, ooh, la, 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 won't you share my world? Like, I just love doing that sometimes, for real. So again, I just think, you know, Mary opens up her heart to us. And I think this song, Share My World, she's opening up. And she's like, look, this is me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you into my world. So let's take this journey together. So coming in at number 2 is track number 5. And it's Share My World. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Woo! Back up. I'm up a little. There you go.
Joy you bring to me make me feel so good inside. It's so bright, so high, just thinking about you.
And my feelings I just can't hide. Don't you leave. Promise I'll be here whenever you need me near. Share my world, don't you leave. Promise I'll be here, so baby, don't you have no fear.
Woo! Yo, don't y'all feel that? Like, you feel like you riding with Mary and y'all just riding together and she just singing this to you and y'all just riding like, okay, Mary, I'm in your world, girl. I'm there. So the part that I'm talking about that I said I like to sing in the shower a lot too is this part right here. I love this on this record. And it's just so smooth, but Mary is riding it again. Mary can ride a beat. I'm telling you, man. That's what we love about it. But this part right here.
Ooh. Ooh, don't you leave. Promise I'll be here. So baby, don't you have no fear.
Woo, you better ad-lib, Mary. I know that's right. But like I said, I love this record because I feel like Mary is talking to us. She's talking to the fans that's been riding with her since 1992 and telling us that, look, I'm bringing you into this world. I don't want you to leave. And she promises she's going to be there with us doing this ride. She's like, y'all, we done went through the storm together with, you know, the My Life album, and we were all going through it together. Now, you know, now I'm in a place now where I'm still ready to share a little bit more part of me, and we riding with you. And Mary's like, yo, don't you have no fear. I'm here with you. You know what I'm saying? We've been riding this ride together. Don't go nowhere. You know what I mean? I felt like with me, I just felt as a fan, I felt like she was talking to me for real. And I just love this record. And a lot of times when I'm listening to this record, I just close my eyes and I just take that ride with Mary for real. So definitely on this countdown, I had to talk about the title track, Share My World, coming in at number 2. Now, coming in at number 1 is my favorite song on the album, is Get to Know You Better. I know in the Mary group that I'm in, we all, you know, kind of talk about our favorite songs of each album. And for the Share My World album, Get to Know You Better has not changed. I felt like for me, Mary gave us a song where if you ain't have no rap, you can rap this joint and you can say the words from this joint and you feel it. You know what I mean? So it's like I said, if you don't have the right words, this song does it for you. And you know, I want to get to know you better only if you let me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I tell y'all, when I first heard this song, the first time I listened to this album, I lie to y'all not, I replayed this joint like 5 times before I went to the next song. Seriously, it's no game. And this was at 10 years old. I'm hitting rewind back. And I know for some of y'all, this new generation, y'all don't know about a rewind button, but y'all just started over again. But for me, I had the cassettes, so I had to rewind it, and I went back and I just listened to the song, and I just had a connection with the song from when I first heard it. So that's why this joint is number 1 on my list. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Come on now, don't do me wrong. Okay. Back where we at. Okay. I want to make sure I go to the right part for y'all so y'all can sing along too. if we will take our time out to find out what love's all about. That's why I'm saying I wanna get to know you better. Only if you let me, love will grow much faster. Happy ever after, that is what I'm after. I just wanna be with you. Yeah. I don't know what that was about, y'all, but you know, hey, we raw and uncut here. Things do happen, but see, I know the words so much, I could sing it for y'all for real, for real. But I love this record for real, for real. And I'm just so happy that, you know, this record, like, it just makes me feel good. It's a feel good record. And like I said, Mary gave us a joint that we can rap to. And Bryce Wilson from Group Theory wrote and produced the record. So, and then to see that she kind of used the melody, or however you call it, the melody of My Sherry and More by Stevie Wonder. And they actually gave credit to it for the album. Hello, Robin Thicke. Hello, Ed Sheeran. But anyway, they gave the credit for Stevie. And y'all knows Mary loves Stevie Wonder. She loves, what's the album? She loves Songs in the Key of Life. She loves that album for real, for real. So her, you know, using the same melody as Stevie and everything, the record is just so dope. And it still has that little hip hop swag to it. You know what I'm saying? Wish y'all could hear it, you know. But you know what? We gonna play it. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was acting stupid, but here we go. Get to know you better. Only if you let me, love will grow much faster. Happy ever after. Ha! See, stuff happens, but it's all good. We raw and uncut on this, so it's all good. Y'all got to hear it because I sung it for y'all, but to hear it, you know. But Get to Know You Better is my favorite joint off the Share My Word album, coming in at #1. And that's my favorite, you know, my favorite 7 songs. Now, with this album, even though the hip hop soul elements are there, but this album to me brought Mary to the mainstream, because let's keep it real. The What's the 411 and the My Life album, Mary belonged to us. She belonged to us. She was our queen. You know, mainstream knew about her, but Mary wasn't mainstream. And I think, you know, after Babyface gave Mary Not Gonna Cry from The Way to Exhale, it kind of pushed her, you know, into that mainstream light more. You know what I mean? Because Not Gonna Cry was actually her biggest record after, we talking about pop record, after Real Love, for real, because Real Love was like #7 on the Hot 100, and she had like top 20 songs and all that good stuff. But when it came to Not Gonna Cry, it was #2 on the pop chart. So it really got Mary that exposure for real. And now it was like she belonged to mainstream. It wasn't like she wasn't for us. You know what I'm saying? And this album really proved it. You know what I'm saying? Mary still gave us the Mary anthems for the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like Love Is All We Need and Missing You and 7 Days for the women out there. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like those songs spoke to a more broader audience. Like Love Is All We Need. You could play that on mainstream radio. You know what I'm saying? It had a broader type of feel more than Be Happy. Even though Be Happy is one of Mary's iconic songs, but Love Is All We Need it was a little bit more mainstream. You know what I'm saying? And this album wasn't about what we love about Mary with the combat boots and the bubble jackets or whatever. Mary really got ghetto fabulous and started wearing heels and wearing dress and wearing skirts and all this type of stuff. Like when you start seeing her do a lot of the Share My World live performance, like when she did on the AMAs, she wore a brown dress. Like when she did Missing You on the Soul Train Awards, she wore a black dress. Like it, you know, it started changing. Mary started being a little bit more mainstream for real. And but like I said, Mary still gave us the girl from Yonkers. We still got the hip hop soul that we love from her on songs like I Can Love You and Can't Get You Off My Mind with the Locks. Like it was still hard. It still gave us that bounce that we love from Mary. But like I said, this was a little bit more mainstream, and mainstream could accept it. And the singles off the album, like I said, was Love Was All We Need, I Can Love You, Everything, Missing You, and 7 Days. The album sold 3 million. She won the best R&B soul album at the AMAs. This was really a big transition for Mary. This was huge. You know what I mean? It was just really a big deal. And I know this was what she wanted as a big accomplishment for doing it without Puff, because a lot of people didn't think she could. They was like, oh man, what is she going to do without Puff? How is she going to move? What's she going to do? And this was a big accomplishment. And what was so crazy was they were nominated in the same category at the AMAs. It was like, I think it was Baduism, it was Mary's Share My World, and it was Puff No Way Out. And when Mary won, that's why when she got on stage, she was like, yo, this is the unbelievable one. And I felt like she felt like that was an accomplishment, because I'm in the category with the same dude that I left, and everybody didn't think I could do it. And I'm winning a mainstream award that I've never won with him. You know what I'm saying? So that was just a big deal. And it's crazy that this album is 20 years old, y'all. It's 20 years old, and I still will never forget when I first heard this album, where I was and how I felt when I, listened to the whole album. And that's what you call a timeless album. And the Share My World album is a timeless album. Now, for all that, y'all done heard my stories. Y'all done heard everything. I guess I can go out with a gem on the Share My World album. I love it. It's definitely a gem. It's kind of like, it really kind of shows you kind of what Mary was for us. Like she was just inspirational, and she gave us those type of records. And I guess I end on the gem. And this is Searching, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go. One more. Where we going? All right. No, back up. Here we go. All right. My friends always ask me, Mary, tell me why do you wait? I'm trying to get over all the negativity is why I'm searching. Happy 20th to the Share My World album, y'all. I'm out. Hey.